Hi, I'm Miss Lovelady, and I teach 3rd grade ELA at Sally Humble Elementary. Today we're going to read the story Dragons Love Tacos, and then we're going to do a couple writing strategies with it. So let's go ahead and read our book. Dragons Love Tacos by Adam Rubin. Hey kid, do you know that dragons love tacos? They love beef tacos and chicken tacos. They love really big, gigantic tacos and tiny little baby tacos as well. Why do dragons love tacos? Maybe it's the smell from the sizzling pan. Maybe it's the crunch of the crispy tortillas. Maybe it's a secret. Either way, if you want to make friends with dragons, tacos are key. Hey dragon, why do you guys love tacos so much? But wait, as much as dragons love tacos, they hate spicy salsa even more. They hate spicy green salsa and spicy red salsa. They hate spicy chunky salsa and spicy smooth salsa. If the salsa is spicy at all, dragons can't stand it. Why do dragons hate spicy salsa? Well, just one drop of the hot sauce makes a dragon's ears smoke. Just one single speck of hot pepper makes a dragon snort sparks. Spicy salsa gives dragons the tummy troubles. And when dragons get the tummy troubles, oh boy. If you make tacos for dragons, keep the toppings mild. Tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, those are all good toppings for tacos for dragons. Hey dragon, how do you feel about spicy taco toppings? Dragons love parties. They like costume parties and pool parties. They like big, gigantic parties with accordions and tiny little parties with charades. Why do dragons love parties? Maybe it's the conversation. Maybe it's the dancing. Maybe it's the comforting sound of a good friend's laughter. The only thing dragons love more than parties or tacos is taco parties. Taco parties are parties with lots of tacos. If you want to have some dragons over for a taco party, you'll need buckets of tacos, pant loads of tacos. The best way to judge is to get a boat and fill the boat with tacos. That's about how many tacos dragons need for a taco party. After all, dragons love tacos. Hey dragon, are you excited for the big taco party? You can see he's got it on his calendar and he's really excited about it. Just remember, dragons hate spicy salsa. Before you host your taco party with dragons, get rid of all the spicy salsa. In fact, bury the spicy salsa in the backyard so the dragons can't find it. These dragons love your taco party. They love the music. They love the decorations. They especially love the tacos. Congratulations! It's a good thing you got rid of all that spicy... Wait a second. What are those little green things in the salsa? You didn't read the fine print? Totally mild salsa, now with spicy jalapeno peppers. Uh-oh. Dragons, listen to me. Do not eat those tacos. Those little green specks in the salsa, those are jalapeno peppers. They are super spicy. I know you love tacos, dragons, but you are not going to love those tacos. Do not let those dragons eat those tacos. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Too late. Why would dragons help you rebuild your house? Maybe they're good Samaritans. Maybe they feel bad for wrecking it. Maybe they're just in it for the taco breaks. After all, dragons love tacos. All right, that's the end of our book. I hope you really enjoyed it. I love tacos too. So what we're going to do now is do something. I know a lot of our kids are familiar in Monroe City Schools, the writing revolution. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about basic conjunctions. So we use 3 basic conjunctions: because, but, and so. And these just make our sentences make a lot more sense and make them really fancy. So when you use the word because, it tells why or explains. So I'd like you to take your hands right here, and I want you to say because. And I know my students are very familiar with that. So because tells why or explains something. All right, the next word we have is but, and that shows a change of direction. It's when you start off your sentence saying something, but you say something contrasting. So do your hand like this, and we're going to go but. Very good. All right, and the last conjunction we're going to talk about is so. So shows cause and effect. So we do like this. We have our hand, and we say so. So this hand went down because this hand hit it. So that shows cause and effect. So we're just going to use all 3 of these conjunctions for the same sentence stem, and it's going to change the meaning of each sentence. So before we do this with Dragons Love Tacos, we're going to do it with a fun little one. Okay, so I really like this one. So our stem is I like ice cream. And we're going to change that sentence. We're going to say I like ice cream because. We're going to finish that sentence. Then we're going to say I like ice cream but. And then I like ice cream so. So that's how we're going to practice that. So I really do like ice cream, so this is not hard for me to finish up. I like ice cream because. Can you think of a reason you might like ice cream? Okay, I'm going to put I like ice cream because it is cold and refreshing. Okay, now your sentence might be different than mine. There's not one single answer for this. So I like ice cream because it is cold and refreshing. Now notice, the it right here is lowercase because we are continuing our sentence. So you do not capitalize your letter beginning in your word right here unless it's a proper noun. So make sure you're continuing. It is cold and refreshing, and make sure you put your punctuation at the end. Okay, now we're going to change the meaning of the sentence. I like ice cream, but can you think of a reason why you like ice cream, but something? I think I like ice cream is positive, but we might put something a little more negative with it. So I'm going to put I like ice cream, but it gives me a stomach ache if I eat too much. So that's a negative. I like ice cream, but it, so same thing, lowercase, gives me a, we'll say tummy ache. Gives me a tummy ache if I eat too much. So that's a contrasting sentence. I like ice cream, but it gives me a tummy ache if I eat too much. And then now we have I like ice cream, so cause and effect. I like ice cream, so what happens? I like ice cream, so I eat it for breakfast. So I eat it for breakfast. All right, now notice that I've continued this sentence, but what did I do to the I right there? Here it's lowercase, here it's lowercase, here it's capital because I you always capitalize. So even though that's the middle of the sentence, this is correct. So I like ice cream, so I eat it for breakfast. Put your period at the end. All right, so you kind of have a hang of using the basic conjunctions. So now we're going to do this using Dragons Love Tacos. All right, so here our stem is Dragons Love Tacos. Dragons love tacos, dragons love tacos. So we're going to finish this sentence using what we learned from the book. We're not going to make up anything silly. We did with the ice cream, but all of our answers are going to come from the content, what we remembered from reading Dragons Love Tacos. All right, so dragons love tacos because, do that with me. Dragons love tacos because. All right, why do dragons love tacos? Well, I'm going to go back in my book and look to make sure. Let me use red. Dragons love tacos because, let's see, I'm going to reread page 3. It says, why do dragons love tacos? Looks like a good place to start. Maybe it's the smell from the sizzling pan. Maybe it's the crunch of the crispy tortillas. Maybe it's a secret. So using that information, I'm going to say dragons love tacos because they smell so good. They smell so good in the sizzling pan. Oops. Good. Dragons love tacos because they smell so good in the sizzling pan. Notice that this is lowercase and there's a period, and we check our content. This is correct. I read my book again. All right, I'm going to give you another option for this. Like I said, you don't always have to have the same answer. All right, so I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to do another option. We could say dragons love tacos because the crispy tortillas are crunchy. That's another thing our book said. The crispy tortillas are crunchy. Good. That's a very good answer as well. Dragons love tacos because the crispy tortillas are crunchy. All right, now we're going to move on to the conjunction but. All right, dragons love tacos, but we need to change directions. Can you think of a sentence here? Dragons love tacos, but can we contrast that? I put dragons love tacos, but they hate, what did they hate? Good, spicy salsa. Good, dragons love tacos, but they hate spicy salsa. Very good, I think that's a great one. All right, now we're going to do so. Dragons love tacos, so we need to make a cause and effect. Dragons love tacos, so they get very excited for, what did he get very excited for in the book? Dragons love tacos, so they get very excited for, that's right, taco parties. They love tacos and they love taco parties. Very good. All right, so look how we've taken this one sentence stem and turned it into 3 very different sentences. All right, so get your hands ready. We're going to reread our sentences with our movements. So this is going to be for because. Dragons love tacos because the crispy tortillas are crunchy. Dragons love tacos, but they hate spicy salsa. Dragons love tacos, so they get very excited for taco parties. Very good. Now, because, but, and so, that's one of my favorite Writing Revolution activities to do. So, my kids are very familiar with this. All right, so we're going to move on to a different Writing Revolution activity. Well, oh, you know what? Look at that. All right, we're going to do something called sentence expansion. All right, so we're going to take a tiny little sentence. I want you to think about popcorn. Before you make popcorn, it's this tiny little kernel. You might see these at the bottom of the popcorn bag, and they're not very delicious. Technically, you could eat the kernel. It's not very good, and it's going to hurt your teeth, but I guess you could. It's food. So this is our kernel sentence. They hate it. It's a sentence. It's got a capital letter. It's got a period, subject, predicate. It's totally a sentence. It's not a very good sentence, just like the kernel's very small. We are going to expand this sentence almost like popcorn. We're going to heat it up, add some spice, and then it'll get big, and then pop, we're going to make a big, beautiful sentence out of it. Okay? So like a, all right. So we have these sentences, they hate it. And we're still talking about dragons love tacos. Okay? So they hate it. Who is they? Who are we talking about? If I say they hate it, who am I talking about? Very good. The dragons. So dragons. Now, if you notice that these are dotted lines here answering our questions, you don't have to put full words on dotted lines. We can just do some note taking, and we'll do some note taking with the other questions. Now, your expanded sentence at the bottom is going to have, it's a solid line because that's where we're going to put a complete sentence, all right? So that's why that's lowercase, and later we might do some note taking, all right? So they hate it. Who? Dragons. Okay, what? What do they hate? Instead of it, let's change that. What do they hate? Good, they hate spicy salsa. And in the book, they say a lot of types. They say green, red, chunky, and smooth spicy salsa. So we're going to add all that. All right, so what? So green, red, they hate green salsa, red salsa, chunky salsa, even smooth salsa. They hate it all. Spicy salsa. So green, red, chunky, smooth, spicy salsa. Instead of putting it, we're going to put that. It's so much more interesting. All right, and then why? Why do they hate it? Well, it said in the book it makes their ears smoke and it gives them tummy trouble. So we have an answer to that. So why? So B, C, we're going to use that for because. Makes ears smoke. And, notice I'm using the plus sign for and, gives tummy trouble. Okay, so I used my note taking. Why? Because makes ears smoke and gives tummy trouble. All right, now here at our expanded sentence, we're going to take this kernel and move it down here using our new information. Look at all this that we left out of the little tiny kernel. Okay, so we might have left out a few words here and there. Well, this is where we put it. This is where we make it a big, beautiful sentence. Okay, so we start with the order of the kernel. So they, we said dragons, so we got that one. So instead of they, we're going to say dragons, capitalize. Okay, it's still hate, so we're going to bring that down. Dragons hate it. That's our what? Dragons hate green. Now instead of the slash, we're going to put a comma. Red, chunky, and smooth. Spicy salsa. All right, now that was the end of our sentence. Well, we added an explanation. Why? Because it makes their ears smoke and gives them trouble, tummy trouble. So we're not putting BC, we're gonna have to write out because it makes, notice I'm adding their ears smoke, and same thing, I'm writing out and instead of putting the symbol. Gives them tummy troubles. All right, so we went from they hate it to, so this was our little sentence. They hate it. Dragons hate green, red, chunky, and smooth spicy salsa because it makes their ears smoke and gives them tummy troubles. Wow, I mean, that's the same sentence. They hate it, but this is what I really meant. So that is awesome, and you can do this with any sentence that you have. Just put your question words, fill it out, and you've got an expanded sentence. All right, well, I hope you really enjoyed my favorite Writing Revolution strategies and one of my favorite books. So I'm going to go eat some Mexican food. Bye, y'all.